Good day, everyone. I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Royal Heir, Chapter 6. Home on the range. You've arrived at the Walker Ranch, but one of the horses is charging right at you and your friends. Ah! Should watch, dodge. You dive out of the horse's way just as it charges past you. Drake rushes after it and grabs its bridle, helping the rider stop it. Not so fast, big fella. Easy now. Drake ties the horse's tack to the porch as the rider finally dismounts. She immediately wraps Drake in a hug. Thank you, dear. We've been trying to teach this new Mustang the ropes, but he's still got spirit. This wasn't exactly the warm welcome I had in mind. Well, we'll take it. Everyone, this is my mom, Bianca. Mom, this is everyone. It's great to finally meet you. It's been a while, Miss Walker. A wry voice calls out from the front doorway. Well, you finally made it, and just in time to make yourselves useful. Aunt Leona, what are you doing here? Is that how you greet family these days? I thought hanging around all them stuffy nobles would teach you something about manners. You know me, I'm a slow learner. Good to see you. Drake gives her a quick kiss on the cheek and turns to everyone else. Guys, this is Leona, my mom's big sister, Aunt Leona, and these are my friends. You've probably heard of King Liam. Leona looks Liam up and down and barely blinks. I've heard a thing or two, but I don't usually put much stock in royal gossip. Well, that's understandable. I heard a great deal about you, though. Growing up with Drake and his parents, I hope you've been well. And here's Hannah, Maxwell, and Riley. Riley! Now you I can't stop hearing about. From the news, tabloids, my own sister. Is it true that you're leading Cordonia into inevitable ruin by corrupting the monarchy? Corrupting the Cordonian monarchy. Is it true you read too many tabloids? He lifts an eyebrow, then laughs. You're sharper than you look. Good to know. Now that you're all here, you can put yourself to work. Your mother and I are beat. Happy to help out, but I didn't know you were working the ranch. Leona snorts, and Bianca shoots her an apologetic look. Who do you think ran this place when your mom was off raising you in that swanky place? We managed all right when she came back stateside. But after we had to let go of half the ranch hands last year, Lee, we don't have to talk about this right now. If you're so short-staffed, then you're breaking in Mustangs and running the whole ranch, maybe we should talk about it. Mom, you never said there was trouble. Are you doing okay? Money isn't growing on local trees, I can tell you that. Hey now, don't say that. We're getting by. We've had to make some adjustments, but we're just fine. But Drake Walker, I'll hear no more of that from you. I don't want you worrying your sister during her wedding week, you hear? The door of the ranch opens just then, and Savannah walks out, Barty toddling along behind her. Look, Barty, it's Uncle Drake. She hugs Drake, while Barty holds his hands out to you plaintively. It's Savannah's attention. Ignore him. Why would you ignore a baby? Barty up. Voice Barty into the ear. With a delighted laugh, he claps his hands. Aren't you adorable? Aw, look at that. You're a natural. You're gonna be a great mother. What? Oh, how rude of me. I'm sorry. It's just that we caught some of the headlines in Cordonia and I heard all the talk of baby rumors. It wasn't easy It can't be easy worrying about parenthood while being thrust into the spotlight. It's been interesting so far. Well, forget what I said. Hopefully you can put that all to rest here. Besides, I know Bertrand will help you. Thanks, Savannah. Speaking of which, where is the blushing groom? Yeah, hope he's not causing too much trouble. The great outdoors aren't exactly his style. That's not true at all. Bertrand's taken a real liking to life on the ranch. He's been wonderful. Wonderful's a stretch. I thought he'd faint when I showed him how to muck out the stall. He's actually collecting the eggs from the chickens right now. That's so sweet. I'm sorry, we're talking about my brother, Bertrand. Duke, I'm never touching a fowl again after you flooded the peacock enclosure. Maxwell. Bertrand? The very one. I guess love really does change a man. You should go see for yourself. He should still be out there. Together, you and your friends trapeze over to the chicken coop. I don't see anyone. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew Bertrand wasn't going to... From the far side of the chicken coop, you hear a loud yell. Rounding the bend, you find... Duke Bertrand? Yeah! Bertrand dashes across the yard, a basket of eggs in his hand, a swath of angry chickens in his wake. Did you pull a Legend of Zelda and smack a chicken, Bertrand? Stay back, fiends! I command you! Where's my phone? I need to film this. Should we help him? You look around. Grab a better view. You edge closer to the action. Riley, what are you doing? Getting the best view? Ah! Alright. Someone's gotta save him from himself. Drake steps forward, yelling, and the chickens scatter. Oh, thank goodness. Relieved, Bertrand sinks against the fence, taking a handkerchief from his pocket and mopping his forehead. I have never been so ecstatic to see you. One more moment and things would have ended poorly. What are you even doing here collecting eggs? That doesn't seem like the Bertrand I know. I am a stranger to myself. You have no idea the things I've seen, the hardships I've endured, the leavings I've had to shovel. Now there's the Bertrand I know, but why the chores? I've been trying to fit in. I owe Savannah and her family all the trouble I put them through. My mom's not really the type to hold that against you. Leona certainly is. She's been watching my every move to see if I'm worthy of Savannah or if I'm nothing more than a helpless noble. Bianca has been lovely, but still, I want to do this right. By collecting eggs. I have to start somewhere. Besides, you're all here now to help. No, I'm not. You and your friends exchange glances. I've only been here once, a very long time ago. And ranch hand wasn't exactly a role that was covered in my courtly lessons. Me help with the ranch chores? I thought being a queen meant I didn't have to do manual labor. I've never been afraid to get my hands dirty for my friends. On the poop. I've done it for 17 years. Every day. Diapers. You know I mathematically broke it down one day? It's tens of thousands of diapers. Moving on. A little weird, but I like the enthusiasm. We need some decent clothes if we're gonna get our hands dirty. Back at the house, Bertrand remains downstairs dusting off a suit while Drake leads everyone to a tidy bedroom. Why is he wearing a suit? Looks like Mom already cleaned the main guest room for Venti and Liam. Drake opens a closet in the corner of the room and breaks into a wide smile as he pulls out a pair of jeans and a plaid shirt. Damn, I haven't worn stuff like this since we were kids. You wear it every day. I thought you'd like it. Fauna leans against the doorframe, bouncing Barney on her hip. I put some local clothes in there for all of you, if you want to try them on. Drake ducks into the next room to change and strolls back in a few seconds later. Okay, well, yeah, that's a bit different. Man, this brings back memories. We finally get to see Drake's true form! He's ascending! I thought the half-button denim was casual. This is a whole new level. It's a ranch outfit for ranch things. It's supposed to be practical. No one said that was criticism. What do you think, Barty? Does Uncle Drake look cool? Yeah. Liam picks a few things out and goes to change next. I think I put this on right. I'm sorry, just Liam looking like this, wow. I never thought I'd see a king in jeans. Make a smoking cowboy. I never thought I'd see a king in jeans. Neither did I. The outfit feels so freeing. I'll never be able to look at that tuxedo the same way again. Me next! Anna briefly ducks next door. She tips her hat to you when she returns, beaming from ear to ear. How do I look? I mean, you know, see, this is called Southern sex appeal. I also like the Native American thing around her neck. Moving on. You've been wearing denim all your life. What? I don't understand that. Get ready for a rodeo. What's the thing people say in the old westerns? Yeehaw! No one actually... Yeehaw! Maxwell struts in, doing a terrible Texan accent. Alright, partners, next step, 'cause there's a new sheriff in this here town. No, you look like a Canadian who's trying to blend in. Move on. Expecting more squids. The great squid of House Balmont is always with me, Riley. But for now, he lives on in my plaid-covered heart. Riley, there should be a dress in there about your size. You deserve a ranch makeover, too. Well, if you all insist. Why does everyone else get the denim and I get to look like a Southern belle? Why? That's more Southern than the thing. I appreciate the offer, Savannah, but I'd rather stick to what I have on. Of course, as long as you don't mind it getting dusty. Downstairs, you find Bertrand nervously hovering in the kitchen while Bianca chops herbs and Leona glances through some mail. Very, good weather we're having today. Must be nice for the, crops. We have cattle. Who ate the crops? Bertrand, look, we're real ranch hands now. You all look very much at home. Nice to see some of you aren't afraid of some good old-fashioned denim. So are we here to help with breakfast, or... We're here to fuel up. We do have a lot of hard work on the ranch, but none of it would get done without gallons of piping hot coffee. And that's why I love the South. Bianca reaches for a carafe and pours you a steaming cup of darkly roasted coffee. Oh, I will marry your mother. Bottoms up. You all tip your cups back. Black, bitter coffee burns down your throat. Drink coffee. Keep the coffee down, and once it starts to warm, your stomach leaves a pleasant, nutty aftertaste on your tongue. So good. Better slow down, dear. That stuff's got enough caffeine to jumpstart a tractor. Too late. The thing I love about the South. As you go further south, they know how to make a cup of coffee. You should go to Cuba. Beautiful coffee. Drake leads you out of the house. A sudden wave of queasiness washes over you. Was it the coffee? The nausea passes as quickly as it came, and before you dwell on it, Drake opens the door to a surprisingly empty stable. All the cows got out! Lucky us. The Murderi mucked this place out while the horses were past her. Don't tell me you were going to ask Queen Riley to muck out the stables. Ranch rules that everyone does their share of chores. As long as you're here, you've got to pitch in somehow. Looks like the horses could use more hay. Some of the tack needs sorting. Me and Bertrand call dibs on the hay. We'll join Team Hay as well, so the horses actually get fed. Anna, you want to help me clean the tack? Aw, Drake, you do understand me. And then Drake, Liam, Maxwell, and Bertrand, it only seems fair to even it. I'm with you two. Let's beautify these horses' lives. Planing things counts as beautifying. Drake, you have so much to learn. Shaking his head, Drake leads you and Hannah to a rack where scuffed and tangled harnesses are hung. He hands you each one to untangle, but a few minutes later... Are you sure this is a harness and not a Rubik's Cube? The trick is finding one end and following it through. Hannah hands her third untangled harness off to Drake, who's desperately trying to keep up with polishing them. Wow, Hannah, when did you become a speed demon? I've unknotted embroidery projects that were far worse than this, and I may have designed some imaginary tack for imaginary horse friends. Once the stable work is done, Drake leads you to the back of the barn. Good God, how many eggs do these creatures create? We're not here for more eggs. We're here to give them breakfast. Poor things must be so hungry. You play Minecraft, there's a ton of chickens. Anna walks over to a bag of seed and tries to pour it into the chicken's enclosure. Don't show them the whole packet. Cawing and screeching, half the dozen chickens hop towards the thin fence, trying to claw their way up to a bag of seed. But your turn, one at a time. One chicken scrambles on top of the others over the fence and starts hopping away towards freedom. Finally, 10 o'clock. Tear the chicken down, stand perfectly still, grab the chicken. Not today, pal. Chicken squawks in alarm as you grab its round, feathery body and hoist it into the air. Incoming. Gently toss the chicken towards Drake. He sticks it back in its pen and closes the door. Drake helps Hannah shake a few more seeds onto the ground before tying up the bag. I was gonna suggest more scattering technique than waterfall, but at least they've got food. Lesson learned. Now that we've done a hard morning's work, we can enjoy the fun part. Meeting Mom and Leona's herd. You mean we can hang out with real live cows and become their best friends forever? You can do the first part. Your family is lucky to have a place with so many animals, Drake. Removing the palace's no royal pets policy was one of my first decisions as a king. I always assumed you had a puppy before we met, like a goldfish. You're such a natural with animals. All I had were stuffed animals, unfortunately. I'm guessing Hannah and I were in a similar boat. I had a few embroidery projects that I pretended were stuffed animals, but pets were mostly out of the question. The Beaumont estate was much the same, apart from the peacock pin. And the peacocks aren't as into hugs as you'd want them to be. Then we should go and get our cute animal fix while we can. You guys were seriously deprived. Well, we could go back to the house indoors where there's less dirt. Come on, Bertrand, cute animals are a perfect reward for a day of hard work. Couldn't agree more. I was like, what is this popping up for? And yeah. Meet the herd with your friends! Head back to the house. As cute as I bet the herd is, Savannah might need help back at the house. Hannah leans over the fence and waves goodbye to the herd. Goodbye, cows. I hope we can be properly introduced later. As you all head back toward the house, you spot a large van in front of the house with boxes of equipment piled around it. Oh, someone Pixelberry hasn't reused in like a couple books. That one too. No, the other box. The blue box. Do they need help? Oh. Again, someone who they haven't used. The boys will figure it out eventually. You said on the phone that it's an outdoor wedding. Oh, Bertrand, the wedding planners are here. Jess, Blake, this is my fiancé, Bertrand. You're here early. Excellent. Man calling instructions into the van turns and offers a hand to Bertrand. Well, when you're new to this business, reputation is everything. Then, speaking of reputation, it's an honor, your majesties. Blake bows slightly to both of you, and Jess drops a quick curtsy, grinning. That's very kind, but there's no need for formalities among friends. Right now, we're all normal people on a normal ranch. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you putting us in touch, King Liam. Well, when I heard Bertrand and Savannah were in need of American-based caterers, my brother gave you to his highest recommendation. So you're wedding planners and caterers? After catering enough disaster weddings, we figured we should start running the whole shebang ourselves. So far, we've got plenty of happy customers, and we get to organize all the bells and whistles. Riley and Liam would know all about that. You two had the wedding of a lifetime. You know about our wedding? Could have used less assassins, but here we are. Agreed. Being assassinated is usually considered a fox paws. But at the end of the day, we set our vows, and that's what counts. Blake smiles encouragingly at Bertrand and Savannah. We'll do our best to make sure you two are just as happy with your wedding. And we guarantee 0 assassination attempts. Are you sure? Can you really guarantee that? There's a clatter from inside the van as a muscular man climbs out carrying 2 huge boxes under one arm. That should be all the supplies, boss. Oh, hello, Chuck. Oh, hey, Savannah. Long time no see. He's Chuck. Ah, this must be Lucky Bertrand. Nice to meet you. Sighs Bertrand up slowly, then holds out a hand. Chuck's muscular hand dwarfs Bertrand's as they shake. Yes, very nice. I was wondering, where you wanted to quit. Allow me to assist you. Bertrand dives for one of the boxes piled up by the van and picks it up. His face immediately goes red from the effort. Bertrand, lift with your knees. You mime the motion to him, and he struggles to copy it. Here, man, don't want you to break anything. Chuck grabs Bertrand's box with one hand and effortlessly stacks it on top of the 2 he's already carrying. Thank you. Let me show you where to store everything. And Jess, I was hoping we could talk about the ceremony layout. When my parents got married, Mom rode this beautiful horse to their little ceremony. Bertrand stares distractedly after Savannah and Chuck and the wedding planners as they head to a clearing behind the house. What was that about? That was Savannah's ex, and apparently the local staff who volunteered to help with our wedding. You know my sister's crazy about you, Bertrand. Don't dare tell me you're jealous. I'm not, I mean... I know I shouldn't be, but he's just so muscular and confident, and I'm... You're... wearing a sweater vest. Endearingly fragile? That's one way of putting it. Standing next to a brawny fellow like that, it's not hard to find myself lacking. But I'd feel better if we ceased discussing Chuck and attended to the finer points of this wedding planning. King Liam, if I may be so bold, Savannah and I would be honored if you serve as our officiant. The honor would be mine. I assume I should prepare the traditional Cordonian vows. Precisely, Maxwell. I've already got 10 reception playlists on a parting spectrum from Gregorian funeral procession to Balmont Bash. Excellent. Then you're free to help Hannah design the table centerpieces. We'll promise they'll be stunning. What can I do? Absolutely nothing. The future mother of the Royal Heir has done more than enough manual labor for one day. Drake, where's the quietest spot on the ranch to lie down? You can't supply Riley with lemonade or... Just because I'm trying to get pregnant doesn't mean I'm made of glass. Yeah, besides, if Venti wants relaxation, I've got a better way to distress. There's a river near here that my family uses to sail on. Peace, quiet, sunshine guaranteed. Does this offer come with stories about little Drake and Savannah? Come with me and you'll find out. Okay, you're gonna take her in a very small, like, canoe? A pregnant woman. Take it easy at the house. Maybe another time. I'm actually pretty tired after the drive and all the work. Everyone sits on the porch and to work on Bertrand's request. Drake pulls a rocking chair up to you for shade, and he goes to fetch another chair for himself, but... Not so fast, Drake. I need you on party favors. This is... if you'd be so kind. If it'll make my sister's wedding better, I'll do whatever you want. Friends work late into the afternoon until everything is to Bertrand's satisfaction. Once you wake up early in the next morning, you take a moment to enjoy the peace and quiet of the ranch. Your stomach rumbles gently. Must be almost breakfast time. Better than having that weird nausea again. Wait, what if that was morning sickness? You got a little queasy, woman. Really? Liam is still fast asleep in the bed beside you. You get up and search for your luggage for one of the pregnancy tests he brought on the road. You tiptoe into the bathroom to use one, sit and wait until... Look at the results. Pregnancy test. Negative. Told you. When you step back into the room, Liam stirs in the bed, blinks up at you. Everything okay? I just took a pregnancy test. And? It was negative. Riley. Liam gets up and wraps his arms around you. Is it silly that I'm trying not to cry right now? I know it's early, but I felt nauseous yesterday, and I just thought maybe... That's not silly at all. Liam holds you tighter, and you let the wave of disappointment wash over you as you rest your head on his chest. I know how much we both want this baby. It's normal to get your hopes up. I'm glad it's not just me. There's still time to try, and Savannah's bachelorette party is tonight. That sounds just like the break I need right now. Hannah told me there might even be some extra guests. There's a sudden, sharp knock from downstairs. You head over to the window to glance down at the front porch. Bonjour. Why are you here? Is anyone home? Knock again, Kiara. That was barely a tap. You hear a sneeze and then a more forceful knock on the door. Someone open up and get us away from all this cattle. The ladies of the court have arrived for Savannah's bachelorette party. Ugh. But can they handle the core country life? Find out the next chapter. I think Olivia will handle it more than everyone else. Though, well... When I think about it, Kiara is... She'd be okay. Penelope, she has dogs, so she'd be like all enthusiastic probably. Madeline, not so much actually. I think Olivia will be okay. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It's free. It greatly supports the channel, and it's greatly appreciated. It goes and does a lot of things, and I'm trying to grow my channel. You know, please make that wish come true. It's my one and only thing that I've really ever asked of people, and I just want to grow the channel. You know, I know it may be just a number to you, but growing the channel, growing this community means a lot to me. And, you know, let's try and make it happen. It'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.